Podcast, episode 15. Let's get it. For a minute, I thought that was outside my door.
Boy, you got so much soul, but it's cute for you. Drive a Rolls Royce and Impala old school. Boy, you act just like your daddy. Say it's E&J over cognac, unless it's Hennessy. Find it hard to be lonely for now. This might be for you. So come here, way you look tonight. I bet your daddy taught you right. Come to my city. Let's make it a reality. You got so much soul, daddy. Like you came up into 7 days. Got the slow jams on. Hit 'em bass boys while you're singing Mrs. Jones. You like that? Baby, it's my time to want it right back. Grooving it all night. Watching you is better TV. When it's over, let me hear you say Dynamite, dynamite, dynamite. You got the thing for the side. Both know it's strong, and you got a healthy appetite. Delicacies, pieces of me, dripping from your mustache until your hit my seat, and got you is all up in the wine. I've been sipping all night. Find it hard to be lonely for now. This might be for you. So come here, way you look tonight. I bet your daddy taught you right. Come to my city. Let's make it a reality. You got so much soul, daddy. Like you came up into 7 days. Got the slow jams on. Hit it from the back while you're singing Mrs. Jones. You like that? Baby, it's my time to want it right back. Grooving it all night. Watching you is better TV. Let me hear you say Dynamite, 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 dynamite.
All right.
Dynamite, my.
Sing it, girl.
Okay.
Dabruh Podcast, episode 15. I am your host, KC. Join alongside me is my co-host.
Your boy J Moon, and we do have a very special guest, returning guest, all of the above. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Special guest. Hello, guys. The Dabruh Podcast. This is Dear Callie. Super happy to be here again.
Glad to have you again.
Glad to have you back.
I'm happy to be back, guys.
I'm happy. I know it took us a minute to get this, coordinated, but
No.
Miss Busy, been busy.
Y'all too. I'm like, what about this date?
hey man.
What about that date? Things, it's kind of like going into summer, so this is like the peak of like.
Is it going into summer? Damn.
Right, because it's already hot.
Hot
In
ain't
Atlanta,
even
I
the
don't
word. It's
know.
past hot, man.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
scorching out there, man.
At first it wasn't. At first I was like, okay, it's gonna be a pretty cool summer.
Psych.
I was like, okay. No.
You know it's gonna
It's not
be,
even summer yet though.
No.
I know, like what, June
Yeah.
20 something?
Yeah.
And
Can
the
we
crazy,
can we change that? Like, can it just be when it's hot is when summer officially starts? That's
I think
stupid.
summer starts when I'd be like May. All right, it's summer.
Right.
That shit's
When
annoying.
when the kids get out of school, I'd be like, it's summer.
Right. Summer break.
Cause now it's just like you can't even tell the difference. I don't even think we be having spring.
That's what I'm saying.
It go
just
from
seems
winter
like-
straight to summer.
Yeah, that's how it seems.
Man, I like summer though. I do.
I'm a fall baby, so.
Yeah,
You a
I
fall,
like
man.
fall.
I like
Me
spring
too.
too.
I like fall just because it ain't too hot, it ain't too cold.
Right.
In the fall, that's like the best swag too.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring out the
Bring out the-
windbreakers, like
mhm.
you know what I'm saying.
He just worried about the
Be soft.
clothes.
I agree though. I love fall for that
Yeah,
reason.
I mean, cause you can really wear
can really
a hoodie and some
dress,
shorts.
I need to see them sundresses. You know what I mean? Sun time.
I don't like the spring. I don't mind the summer.
The
but
spring can be having you
spring-
fucked up.
You
'cause
got
I have
allergies.
I have allergies.
You got
so I-
allergies. You be
yes.
fucked up.
Yeah, in
Damn.
the spring, I'd be like, God damn.
You know what helps that though, right?
I take everything that you can.
What helps
No,
it?
I take-
local honey. That's all you
Okay.
Oh
need.
yeah, I hear about that.
Yeah.
Local honey. I was told about that as well.
Just get that and you good.
Because it's like you're pretty much combating it.
Yeah.
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 It works. I've been taking it for the past 2 weeks. I haven't sneezed or harked up in a minute, so it
Yeah,
works.
I'm good, but it's still.
Crazy thing is,
I know
the
it's
spring don't even fuck with me like that no more.
That's
like,
what I mean.
Like
I think
when I was in like middle school and elementary school and like a little bit of high school, but now,
Because you know how to take care of it too.
yeah,
know.
like I used to. wake
yeah,
up.
most kids. That's a lot of kids. You take meds for it.
Yeah, I did.
I'm saying now.
Oh no, I don't
Really?
take nothing. No.
I take meds. I take Zyrtec every day.
Yeah.
That
So
shit
y'all
knock
need
me
to
out.
sponsor me. Really?
Yeah, that shit knock
It
me out.
used to. Yeah, some of it can make you drowsy. It took my body a minute to get adjusted.
It's like
it.
melatonin. I pass out. I take it at nighttime.
I haven't had no melatonin that made me go to sleep.
I don't know which one you taking then.
Which one you taking? I need that.
Yeah.
That's
I be
Zyrtec. That's what I'm taking.
Oh,
is
okay. Because I be
melatonin.
sitting there like, "Nigga, when I'm gonna get tired.
For real.
Anywho, let's go ahead and
Let's get
jump
back-
right into the business.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Miss
we
Callie,
Business.
what you been up to?
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like
You been
after
doing
I
a lot of
released that
shows.
first song, yeah, I've been busy, like a lot of performances. I was already doing quite a few shows because
Mhm.
you know, with COVID, I think a lot of clients and you know people were just ready to get back out there, so we already were kind of booked and busy. But
Yeah.
now it's like I said, it's a totally different thing when you like rebrand and really start like pushing your artistry. Because after I released Excited, like it just seemed like I just
Yeah,
more and
look
more
back.
stuff and yeah, like
Yeah.
I released a promotional project called Rulez, because I was gonna
EP or
release-
LP?
Mhm.
EP.
So it's an EP. I released that April, and it's just like a promotional project because I was trying to give myself time to get my official project out
Mhm.
because that kind of got knocked back. So it just seems like, you know, after Excited and I did Rules, and it's just I've been just busy working with the artistry, doing some penning and finishing up this project. You know,
Okay.
doing some visuals, shooting some visuals. You know, the whole artistry things. I feel like this is truly a rookie year for me.
You got to
Okay.
get those videos out.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your
Yeah.
EP.
Yeah,
Rules.
rules. Let's get into the song that we just played.
Man,
So
That-
Oh, Zaddy.
Zaddy.
Oh, my
So, so what inspired that track? So, was it a
Do you
gentleman?
Actually, no. It's just I kind of wanted to shine light on like the men. I feel like sometimes men don't feel like they're who they are is enough beyond like what you can do for us. I heard what's his name? Kevin, who passed away.
Kevin Samuels.
Now he used to drop a lot of gems, and one thing I remember, he was like talking to like a group of girls, and he was asking the young ladies like, you know, what do you feel men offer to the world outside of what they can do for you? And not one of them could answer that, because a lot of times like men may feel like you're not valued beyond what you can do for a young lady, you know, when dating her, or the things that you can offer her. And so with the song, I wanted to allude to the fact that like who you are is truly enough. Like you could have these quirks about you. You could be like a guy who's kind of like wise. So Soul Daddy is alluding to like a man who may have an old soul, and he may not be into all the cool things that's out, but you know, the quirks about him make him, you know, different. And you kind of just showing like we value things about you outside of, you know, the things we're told to value.
I can
So-
tell when
Okay.
you said that line about the liquor that you drinking like your pops, but you drink.
Yeah, like
I was
your
like,
pops.
okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I caught that. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So, it's just a play on play, like you know, with my style being more, I love timeless music. So with Soul Daddy and the era of music that I'm releasing right now, it's like a 70s vibe. So I just wanted to, you know,
Okay.
take it back and think about how music used to feel, like the slow jams, and it was inspired by. I don't want to say this wrong on camera, but the record, is it Bobby Womack, y'all? If you think you're lonely
Yep, Bob,
now,
yep.
Yeah, wait
until
until
tonight.
tonight.
girl. So yeah,
Yeah,
so,
she talking about the things that I can't do, the things that her friends got and she ain't got.
Let me make sure
You-
before they be joining me. I
No,
think
that's
it's
the
Bobby
song.
Womack. But is it Bobby?
Yeah, it's Bobby Womack.
Okay, because I'm
Yep.
like, y'all.
You actually surprised me, like with that whole the Kevin Samuels thing. That was
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
y'all never saw that.
No, I wanted to
episode?
ask
Yeah.
you about that. So,
Yeah.
why do you feel like women don't know what men offer the world other than, what they can do for them? Just coming from your perspective, from a woman's perspective.
Definitely, I would say upbringing. Like we're taught as girls to love Cinderella and love like that prince and shining, knight in shining armor coming to save us. So we're always looking at men as like our savior. Like he has to do something for us in our life to be of value. And I learned so much from guys. Like I always say, like I kind of converse with guys more than women when I'm getting advice or anything, because guys are very wise and you guys can separate your emotions when you talk and you're very logical. And that even with the Rulez song, like I put that line in there too, like because men can be very logical and women can be in our emotions. And
Yeah.
it's just a lot that you guys offer, but you don't know that we actually appreciate it. So does that answer?
yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna ask you some more about Kevin Samuels, but not right now. We still on your EP.
Yeah.
So, I have my favorites off of the EP.
Okay.
I have Soul Daddy is one of them.
Yeah, that was my
So
favorite.
Daddy.
That's one that a lot of people.
Yeah, I really
love,
like that
And,
song.
and I noticed that you it was one song that caught my eye. I was like, oh, that's where we going. So the
I
song
bet you I know.
Love Don't Live
I
Here No
knew
More.
it.
I was like, oh, this girl, she's sampling. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
That's that Rolls
Rolls
Royce.
Royce.
Yeah.
Okay, I love
I'm
that
an old
song.
soul. I'm an
That-
old soul.
Yeah, no, we would have to have an old soul off, cause
For real?
your old soul ain't being my old soul. I'm sorry.
We
I
gonna see.
got some old 80s, 70s in the
That
bag.
ain't- Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We probably right there together. I love a lot of 70s and 80s.
Okay, so
Music.
where were you going with that song? What direction?
So it's interesting. Of all those songs, that song is so old. I recorded that so long ago, but it was like
Something you just had
I
to
never
get out.
released it.
Yeah.
And it felt good with the project, but when I wrote it so long ago. It's such a long story behind that song in particular. I was signed to this independent label at the time, and I was working with DJ Fahrenheit. Shout out DJ Fahrenheit. I'm not sure where he is in the world right now, but shout out to him. He was like playing some beats for me, and immediately like he played that beat, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, stop. I was like, I want that track, period. I don't care who else has it. Like, I want that. That's mine. Like, and he was just like, okay, calm down. But it's strange. Like, I wrote that song when I was 9 years old. I was Love Don't Live Here. I rewrote it as a child from the Rolls Royce song. I wrote it as a poem, so I never had flushed it out as a song, but I always had the song in my head. So when I was sitting with him years later and he played the beat, it was like almost like deja vu. Is that deja vu? Yeah, like to experience that years later with the song. And then I penned it, what was that, like 20? We laid it down like 2016 or something like that. And yeah, it's like an old song. It's almost one of those songs that I wrote that first verse as a child, kind of dealing with traumas, and I always kind of use music to escape as a child. So Love Don't Live Here kind of alludes to like some of the family issues that I had as a child. And then like when I rewrote it as an adult, I just kind of took it back to that painful place of like just relationships, kind of taking it from the Rolls Royce, their meaning of the song, and just kind of flushing it out in my own way with relationships. So yeah,
Honestly,
it came from a painful place though when I wrote it.
I like how you didn't actually just take the whole damn song and just sung over
Yeah,
the cover
just
of
the
it, because
hook.
I hate that type of stuff when it comes to old song.
Yeah.
Listen, there's ways you can do not even covers. Just if you're gonna take an old song, a sample, redo the thing. Just have your own originality on it, and even the beat. I could tell off the bat the beat was a sample, but the way it was sampled was just perfect.
Yeah, thanks. Like I always got so much praise for that song when I performed it. It's just
Why you was hiding in the tuck? Dang.
Because I wasn't releasing music, and then like we said, like it's more so like a cover, and I was with the label at the time. And if you're listening, I was just like, look, y'all ain't.
I mean, that's the
I'm
thing
gonna
that
put
artists
this
do,
out.
though.
Yeah, you
I
got
mean, artists, you know, they do that. They got songs that be in the tuck for years.
I know.
I mean, that one should have been out the tub. Like,
Yeah, it hit like it's politics behind that song, but
Yeah, probably trying to get cleared samples.
exactly
And,
all of that. But I kind of was like, F it.
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot that
Let it
goes into
go.
releasing music. You can't just
Yeah.
drop.
what you do is you drop. You know how these kids are. They sample a song and then it go big, and then that's when you get it cleared.
Yeah.
You let it go and let it get big, and then you get it cleared.
He said it, not me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how you do it. Cause you ain't going. I mean, if you're,
But
if
then
you,
that's when they gonna want
They
their
don't care
yeah.
unless
Unless they want some money, then you.
I mean, other
That's
than
what I
the,
mean.
the
Yeah.
Juice
So-
WRLD situation where he like literally took Sting's. I
Yeah.
forgot the
Wow.
song, and then and Sting was like, "Yeah, you can't have this song. No, I'm still going to take 80% of it."
Exactly. So I
Yeah.
mean, he should have
Wow.
probably
But-
just got it cleared.
But that's every
At
now
that point,
and then.
he should have. Yeah, he should have.
Yeah, it's just like, or you trying to get Marvin Gaye's family to clear something. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Marvin, yeah.
Yeah.
These people were real solid on
They
that.
probably like, man, I ain't about to be fucking up my shit.
Nah, they estate is just rigid. Now, what made you lead with Rulez as the? I like Rulez too. Rulez is
Thanks.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love Rulez. But what made you lead with that single?
So the project itself, it wasn't even going to be a project. I wrote after I came and did this podcast. I randomly got some production from Hero the producer. Shout out Hero the producer.
Shout out Hero.
Yeah, you know Hero.
No, I'm just
So we
saying
just
shout
shouting
out.
them out.
But yeah, but he did this thing called he did like we call it in the music world, it's like track packs, and he did like a track pack called For the People, and I always kind of wanted to work with Hero because I knew him from different studios and working with like similar people. So I was like, I want to see what his pack is about. So literally that's all it was. Like I Rulez, the production for that one was one of the first ones that I wrote, and at the time I was just kind of in my feelings about not necessarily my own personal dating or anything, but just the climate of dating, period, and how we're so concerned about how something looks or what they say we should be doing in dating. And I was just like, F the rules, man. If you want to be with that person, be with them. Like, who cares, like, about how it comes together? Like, I was saying, like, love is not a logical thing. Like, it's not. Like, it doesn't have to make sense if it feels right. Sometimes in love, like, you can't make sense of it. So it's just like, I wanted to make that stance as an artist and say F the rules for myself, because I've held myself back so many times because I was always concerned about how something would look or how people would receive something, or, always just concerned about things that doesn't matter beyond the art. And so with Rulez, I just was like, I need to start releasing music that I believe in, and I believe in that's that stance of like, F the rules, truly do you and follow your heart with things. And yeah, that's the main reason why I led with that as a single entitled The Project Rulez, because I was just like, all these songs, I don't even care if they feel the same, whatever. I'm F'ing the rules and doing what I want to do.
Because I was listening. I was like, like a lot of the songs. Normally with an EP, you get like some kind of continuity, and I'm just like, it's from this subject to this subject. That's
Right.
that's one thing I did notice. I was like, okay, normally it's a flow, but this is
Yeah.
She said,
And
"Fuck
then
the
that wasn't
rules."
even just about being that it was called Rulez. That was because it's a promotional project, and I was like, Excited was a promo song as well, and I was supposed to just release more promo singles into my official project. But I was like, man, I ain't doing all that. Like,
He's
but
about,
I'm
"I got these."
independent. By the time we didn't release all these promo singles, like, you have to think about what makes sense to invest.
Right.
So I was like, I'm gonna just put a project together
Like, hey,
so
guys,
people
now
can
go.
get a taste of my sound and my writing outside of who I've written for, like to really just kind of hear how I pen. And yeah, that was the premise of it. It was no specific reason why I titled it Rulez, because I was just basically saying, like, F the rules, I'm gonna do me. I'm going to put out whatever music I feel and my heart says to put out. And yeah.
Well, I like the project so far, the EP.
Thanks.
What video are you doing next? What song are you doing the video for?
Yeah, so I can say that. So the next single is going to be Soul Daddy. Off the promo project.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
the
that's gonna
video
be-
is it
I already know it's
actually
gonna be a dope
challenged me.
visual.
Yeah, like I do consider it a visual. I think there are levels. So
Yeah.
like everything I've
Videos
kind
and
of been releasing,
visuals.
it's just visuals. Like they're just to kind of give you a visual aesthetic to the vibe.
Yeah.
I have some really dope official videos coming out for my project. Like it's a build up, y'all. It's a build up. But Soul Daddy is the next I'll say promotional song or whatever that I'm dropping, and I had a great time shooting it. It really took me out of my comfort zone because I always kind of been shy with the camera.
Yeah.
So I never I don't know. I'm just
You ain't shy in front of our camera. I know that for sure.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, not in this way. I'm kind of chatty. I'm chatty anyway. That's what
yeah.
podcasts. I love podcasts because I'm like chatty as hell. But I'm saying like as far as like
Kind of like acting a little bit.
no, just kind of being just unapologetically me. If I'm even in my outfits, I was like I'm gonna be a little risque. I'm gonna show a little skin. You know, I'm gonna be a little.
Yeah, you know, let it
You know what I'm
hang, you know what I'm
saying?
saying?
So I'm excited to release that one because it shows a different side of me. And I remember when we were on the podcast and you asked me, what did I mean by girlfriend music? And I think once you see this video, you'll understand because it definitely, we centered the visual around like a relationship.
Okay.
So it's really nice. And shout out to Kellen Marcus. He was my male lead. For
I was
this
about to
video.
ask you who's the male lead.
Yeah, and he did a phenomenal job. He was so sweet. Like I told him, like, you know, I've never really done this before, and you know, he's an actor as well, and he was just so kind. He was just like so patient. He's like, whatever you're comfortable with, you know, whatever your boundaries, I'm fine with that. Like you just let me know, and he just was great. He
should have
so
let us
sweet.
Shout out
make
to
a
him.
cameo in that mug. You know what I'm saying? The brothers in the cameo.
That look
With
now.
the
The cameo
I'm
was just
remember
gonna
that.
walk through.
I
Yo,
remember that.
dude.
I'm
Like,
gonna
who is this
remember
nigga? Who is
Who's
this?
You already know. You already
Yeah.
know.
On some Will Smith stuff. So let me see.
Yeah.
So we got that EP. What else you got?
So right now I'm just kind of riding off of this project as I'm finishing my official project, which I really want to announce, but I don't want to announce it yet.
Okay.
But I just left the studio last night. Shout out. I'm sorry, I keep shouting out my
Super
people,
working.
but
Keep
shout
doing it,
out
man.
to
Shout 'em out.
Omar. We were working last night, and he thinks that I just be talking when I'm always like, you're just amazing, you're dope. Like I really mean it. Like he's absolutely phenomenal, phenomenal producer, and also Benny. He also produced on the project, and Tasha Couture
I was
also
gonna say Benny the
produced.
Butcher. I'm joking.
Who's that?
I'm joking.
Nah, it's a
It's a
rapper.
rapper.
Who'd you say?
Benny the Butcher?
Oh no.
No.
Omar and Benny. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like K-pop music or
Oh,
anything.
yeah. We talked about it last
Oh, we
podcast.
did.
Yeah, we did talk about
Blackpink.
K-pop.
We talk
I don't know I know BTS. I know.
Yeah, I know. I know BTS.
I know
that's about
like
it.
the
Big
surface
Bang.
level.
And what's the
We gotta-
the girl the girl band? What's the
That's
name?
the Blackpink.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
they got a
Oh.
little documentary on I think Netflix.
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah,
So
okay.
they actually, I don't like to sound like I'm bragging on my people, but they're musicians. So when they do their tours and stuff like that, they're the actual
Shout out to
musicians.
Omar and Benny.
Yeah, so like, you know, aside from the aesthetic of how that sounds, like they truly are amazing producers. Like, and because they have such a broad, like, they've been so many places. So they're the type of production that they do, you can tell that they've traveled the world and they've worked with so many different nationalities and stuff like that, to where you can hear it in the production. So it's always a challenge when I write to their stuff, because I always want to give the absolute best that I can give to the pen and to the performance of it. So to have them on my EP,
That's
I'm
dope.
super excited, and I'm blessed. I'm blessed, y'all. I be telling y'all that all the time.
Give them air horns because she got the dope producers.
Yeah, and Tasha Couture, that's my sis. She's amazing too. You guys just look her up.
Okay.
Tasha Couture. Speaking of
She is
K-pop, did you go to that spot? Did I talk about that spot?
You did, but I didn't go.
You gotta go to that spot.
What was the name
What?
of it again? I
It's
forgot.
called Iron Age.
Iron Age. That's what I was about to say. That's
You
why I
got
see
it.
all the
Where is
K-pop
it?
videos.
It's like they got like
Korean
3
barbecue.
It's 3 different locations. They got one down the street from me. It's in Sandy Springs. They got one in Duluth. They got one in Kennesaw too.
Yeah, one
Okay.
of
What's
the
Yeah, I'm not-
Iron? put it? Because I will.
Iron Age.
Iron Age. As soon as you get the chance to go, because
Do it now.
I don't know if you a meat. Are you a vegan or something?
I'm not vegan,
Okay.
but my best
okay.
friend is vegan.
Good.
And I try vegan stuff all the time.
It's not vegan. It's all
At
meat.
all.
It's. I mean, it's some seafood, but don't try the shrimp, please.
It's
don't.
like a
They got the
restaurant.
head on it, don't they?
It's a Korean barbecue. Everything you cook
Yeah,
yourself.
you cook it yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a nice little
My
tucked off
cousin-
spot. It's a real good place. It's a day spot. Let's just say that. If you go to the right location.
Okay.
Yeah.
Might have to go on a little date.
Take one of your take old boy in from the video.
Kellen
Hey, say look,
is
just-
definitely he's super sweet, but I respect
Respect.
relationships.
business relationship. I
um,
got you.
We also see that you worked. Y'all actually do shows together with one of our guests that we had on here, E Hubs.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
told me. I think he did your podcast before me.
Yeah,
Actually.
he did.
First season.
How
he
did
was
that
on first
relation? How did
season.
y'all form a relationship? Like, how did y'all end up start
Yeah.
working together?
We're both a part of the same. We're both a part of a party band called the After Party Experience.
Okay.
Shout out the After Party Experience. He ended up joining. I want to say right before I came. I think I knew that he done the show, or did I know that before I came? I can't remember. But he ended up joining around the time that I was coming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it was before or after I shot it that he told me that I went that he had just shot with you guys.
Yeah.
But that's how we met. We met through the band.
Okay.
And he is so talented.
He
I tell
is.
him
He
every
is.
gig, like, that boy, he can sing, he can rap, he plays the sax,
Sax.
he runs sound. And that's not an easy job. And sometimes he has to do it simultaneously on like every gig. Like something could be going wrong with the sound and he could be like just finishing his song and he has to go and fix it. You know what I mean? So he's super talented. He's super sweet. He always does the prayers on the road. I'll be like, Pastor E on the mic. Like, he is so, I'm
E-Hub,
telling
and
you,
he
he
can
was
produce.
raised right.
Yeah.
He can produce.
And
Shout,
he produced. That's right.
shout out to my guy E Hub. We need
Shout
to
out
hit.
E-Hub.
We need to get him
yeah.
back up here.
We gotta come on together.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was actually
Yes,
thinking about
yes.
we actually can get an episode with both of
We're
y'all.
gonna have to do a
Yeah.
mashup of returning guests. Yes.
Yeah, let's do that.
That'd be awesome. Cause E Hub, I loved his songs, man. He got
Yeah.
him and
J. Pierre.
J Pierre. J Pierre has some. Do you know who J Pierre is?
I don't.
J
That's
Pierre
one of
is.
his good friends. He's a dope
He got-
artist too. He can sing good.
He got some
too.
good music. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they came
shout
on
out. Shout out to all the talent that be passing through the Dabruh podcast.
For sure.
Yes,
for sure.
we got it coming through. So let me see. I got all my favorite songs out. Your EP.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's. We
It's
got.
like we getting the preliminary stuff out the way.
Yeah. So
No,
now we
I
gotta
mean,
get
That's
it-
what people really want to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your business is always important. So that's what you come on. We want to promote. Our artists. Y'all. We want y'all to come to the Bruh podcast and hey, this is
Get
is
your
what
bag
we
off.
got broke off at. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So-
I appreciate it.
Anyway, we're gonna go into these topics we got. All right. So the first topic is it's not. I mean, it's just really a talking point.
Just a talking point.
So Tank, you know the R&B artist Tank.
Of course.
Tank.
When
Come on,
we-
you gonna ask?
Yeah, I'm
R&B
just. I
artist
gotta be. Make sure.
Come
I'm
on.
careful.
When
You know.
we- I love Tank.
Tank.
Maybe I deserve.
You know what's
Oh,
so
yeah.
funny?
That song was
didn't-
playing in my head.
I didn't realize Tank had so many hits. I was like,
notice that?
He's
golly.
written so many hits.
Yeah.
Good Lord. I was sitting there.
Hey, the crazy thing is, y'all know he's on that what's that Chris Brown and Gunna songs? Like he's actually he's doing vocals in the background.
Oh, I know
You
what
like
song you're
him,
talking
what you
about.
see?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can actually clap. I'm
He's
listening.
on the background?
Yeah, you can like listen. You can hear him
Oh, I
doing
gotta-
vocals in the
I
background.
gotta hear it.
Yeah, Tank is
It's crazy.
my best friend who's out there. He loves Tank. He's just such an amazing artist and songwriter, producer.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is,
dynamic.
like I thought
So
Tank just came out, and then they was like he been out, and then I was like,
Yeah,
and
Tank
then-
been out for a
and
minute,
then
bro.
I was like, then it was like they started singing this. I was like, damn, that was him.
Yeah,
That was him?
I ain't gonna lie though.
Like, the
I
whole
did.
time, like, I was
I
like-
did get him and Jaheim mixed up one time. Cause Jaheim.
No shade to Jaheim, but I'm just like Tank he been out. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah,
And it's crazy because it's like I've been knowing his music, just didn't know it was him.
Yeah. She found the condoms in my car.
He did, yeah. He was on Aaliyah's "Come Over." Can I come over?
Really?
Yeah, he did the.
Yeah.
Oh, you teaching me something.
I told you, like,
He was on the background. You remember that?
What?
like he be
Yeah.
doing vocals, like yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah,
I didn't
Like,
know he
be
was
doing
around that
vocals, like
for a
background
minute like
vocals.
that.
You don't be really, you be like until you listen and you like, Sound like Tank.
Exactly.
I'm
Then
sorry.
You go look it up and you like,
I didn't mean
That
to try
is
you
him.
like that. Then okay.
he said you
All
know
right.
Tank.
I didn't mean to try, but Tank had went on a podcast, Drink Champs, and it was a interesting question he posed. You know what I'm talking
I
about?
do know what you're talking about.
So
Go ahead.
he was basically saying, I'm paraphrasing by the way. He was saying that say Sam Smith who sung that song. You
That's
know,
a beautiful song.
It's a great
I
song.
this was gonna come back up because I made a big fuss about this.
Yeah, so he basically broke it down and was like, okay, so if Sam Smith sings that song, it's going to always get the promotion it needs. But when black people sing the song or black R&B artists sing the song, it's not going to be promoted as much. They want more debauchery. They want more of, I'm single or I can just fuck you for the night or all this other stuff. It's just, and he made a good point. I didn't even think about it like that, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, today's.
I mean, because that's, if you think about it, the record labels, who are they pushing?
So when I made my initial response, I'd only seen like the minute clip. I didn't get to see. I still haven't seen the full clip.
Yeah.
So I already knew like from my own experience, like you can't just go off of a 1 minute clip. So I didn't have the full context of what he was saying. At first, I was disagreeing because I was like, at the end of the day, when he was saying like, he wouldn't get the same love, I didn't hear it right. I thought he was saying like, I don't know. I forgot specifically what I thought he was saying. But at the end of the day, I do agree with where he's going with that. Because at first I was like, no, the black people they don't want that music. That's the problem. It's not that it won't sell. It's just not what's selling. Like black people want to hear like,
and that's what I just
about
told you.
About, FN, about the club, about, what I'm saying? All these materialistic things. Whereas, the mainstream or, other side of it, more commercial side of it, they still support that message of love. Like we don't support that message of love right now. It's corny.
Yeah.
So I feel like at first I was disagreeing, but when I hear you speak about it, and other people also were like, no, I think y'all saying the same thing. He pretty much was saying that in a different way, just saying, if the labels support a white artist and push that, then it'll get the support that it needs. I agree with that. I agree that it will, and it's not that it can't work for the black community. It's just not what's selling. It's not.
And I think that's what's really controlling, though. Yeah. It's controlling the narrative of people. I mean, just think about it. Like that's why the dating scene is fucked up.
Exactly.
Because of
it's
all everybody.
effed up.
Everybody want to be single. Everybody want to be toxic.
I still go back to the 90s,
everything
though.
wants to be toxic. That's the popular now.
I like a toxic relationship now.
Well, what are they pushing hard though? Is it really what we want, or is that what they're pushing?
I mean, I think it's both. They know that's what we want, so they pushing it.
The people don't know what they want.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
They don't know what they want because, and that's no disrespect, but that's just the reality. You have to give people, you have to pretty much show them what they want because they don't know. Like a lot of people just kind of follow the masses. They don't know. Like I can say, look at Silk Sonic. They do the style of music that I want my catalog to embody.
I love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people are receiving that. And that's about love,
Yeah.
So I just feel like people don't know what they want, so they have it in their face.
Silk Sonic is still getting some hate though on the side though.
Really?
Yes,
Tell me
because a
about
lot
it.
of people feel like, believe it or not, they feel like you're doing a disservice to the old classics.
But they also have
There's
Bootsy
a
Collins.
it's a small minority of people that feel that way.
But Bootsy Collins is like he works with them. So.
No, but it's people that are like, there's a small group that feel like they're disrespecting the classics. It's a small group, but it's a group nonetheless that's out there.
Well, it's always gonna be a group that's gonna hate on something.
I personally like the music. I
Yeah.
like every single they put out so far.
Yeah.
I have no issue as long as it's a way to do it tastefully. If you're gonna do the old school or redo it, do it tastefully. Do it originally. Don't rip the whole damn song.
Like Bruno Mars, that's his bag right now.
What's that?
That just remaking like,
But-
that's his bag right now.
Bruno Mars did the old the Teddy Riley music too. He was doing the old I can't even think of the name of the style that Teddy Riley was doing.
Talking
But
about
I like
New
when he
Jack
did that.
Swing.
New Jack
New Jack
Swing.
Swing.
Yeah, he was doing that. I was like, I like this.
That's what I said. Like,
Because I think people automatically are going to take it as you're stealing, you're biting, you're not being original. When really,
music inspires
it's-
music.
right? It's
Art
just like nothing is
inspired.
new under the sun. Like even me, my entire catalog of work, I can never take credit for what I am as an artist because I'm so heavily influenced by so many people. Like, is that wrong? Like, to be influenced? Like, we're all influenced. These microphones were previously made a totally different way. It was influenced by something.
Yeah,
the phone,
true.
it started out as a little flip phone. You know what I mean? Like, nothing is new under the sun. So I think people kind of dig a little too deep into things. With Bruno, I've heard, them say like he's like a
culture vulture
a bit because of the 24 Karat project. And how do we? I guess because I'm also a musician, I kind of understand being influenced.
Music influence music.
Beyonce, she did it a ton as well. We already know she took several things from videos and stuff like that.
I didn't like that one Beyonce song. That
Before I Let Go.
Yeah, I didn't like that. It
sometimes I see what you're saying. Like, just leave
that,
it classic a classic.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it your way. I just didn't like that. That's the one song. Look, Beehive, don't come after me.
Don't come. Me either.
That's just one song I don't like. I'm not a Beyonce fan. I appreciate her as an artist.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I like older Beyonce. I don't like hearing her rapping. I mean, it's just me personally. I really want to hear her sing. I like Halo. I want to hear, you know what I'm saying? If I like that Beyonce. Like,
but I enjoy her music though. I do.
I mean, yeah.
It's just that one song. I was like, I don't know what you doing with this.
I think I don't like when you try to do what's popping. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what she's basically doing. Like when she was like, don't get me wrong, like the verse on I'm a Savage, like she did her thing on it, but
you kind of have to politic a bit and to stay ahead, to stay relevant in the industry.
I get it, but Beyonce don't have to do that. She don't have. That's what I'm saying.
I
feel like Beyonce doesn't have to do that. Beyonce can do what she wants to do.
I did like her verse on that Migos written track. What was that?
Yeah, ape shit.
Yeah,
ape shit.
She went crazy on that. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was fire though.
One thing. See, I've always been a super fan of Beyonce, but I can say now I'm just a crazy fan of her work ethic, man. She is
crazy.
Phenomenal. She's just phenomenal at that work ethic, and you're not gonna like every song that your artist or that someone is gonna put out, but you cannot deny her work ethic, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
I mean, but it's not even about her. It's just the topic of like culture vultures. Like, I just feel like everybody is gonna borrow. Michael borrowed from James Brown. James Brown borrowed from I forgot the artist that was out before him, but the point is everybody kind of does it. It's just put out there so much more because social media and internet and da-da-da.
People don't understand one thing about James Brown, though. James Brown was that guy. James Brown owned radio stations. So he would drop a record and fly. He had his own private jet, and he used to fly to his radio stations and play this, play this, play this.
Wow.
So culture vultures. So, okay. I get clowned on sometimes because I like a subsection of music called Blue Eyed Soul. Now, Blue Eyed Soul consists of certain artists. Michael McDonald. If you don't know who Michael McDonald is, Google it. I'm not going to tell you. He has a song. It's popular. I like Bobby Caldwell. You wouldn't believe how many times he's been sampled. Bobby Caldwell. You know who Bobby?
Yeah. What? I forgot. I definitely know who he is. What's
what
his?
You won't do.
There we go.
Do for love. You try everything.
There's tons of songs that sample. People don't even know.
But like, do we look at the Blue Eyed Soul artists as culture vultures, or are they just talented? I like their music.
To me, a culture vulture is when you're like not from a culture and you steal it and try to like use it your own way without kind of giving it back, giving that
So who's a right now who's a culture vulture? Who would you?
I wouldn't say, but that's what I was saying. They say Bruno Mars is.
I don't think
he is.
Yeah, no, I like his music.
I mean, some people say Drake is.
Drake?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing they say. Cause they say he's a culture vulture because he's always trying to jump on everything that's hot. And he don't never really.
No, that's Drake showing love.
That's him showing love. But then a lot of times there's been plenty of occasions where he done hopped on something before anybody knew what it was, and he tried to make it seem like it was him. And a lot of people did have to come out and tell him like, "Hey, that's me."
Yeah,
like,
I heard that a lot.
Like, man, they say that.
Because it's like I think Drake tries to stay ahead and just stay on top. Yeah. Like, oh, nobody gonna big up me. So what's the new hot thing? And he hops on it. I wouldn't say that's a culture vulture.
Yeah, I don't think he's a culture vulture either.
They say the Kardashians do it.
I mean,
but
they kind of spent the style too, like the whole damn it, I should have put that in the topics, the BBL thing. Shit. But whatever.
That part.
We can still shoehorn that in there somewhere, somehow. Actually, yeah, there's a topic we can shoehorn that in there, but the Kardashians definitely culture vultures. They date a lot of black men. They try to emulate black
culture
women.
vulture because they date black men,
but they don't.
It's not even that. I think they.
No, I'm just asking. That was just a question. Like, does that make them culture because they date black men?
There's nothing wrong.
I mean, they might love black men. I mean,
there's nothing wrong with that.
That'll make you a culture. Now, I get what you're saying. Like, now if you said like with the braids and
that part, that's what I was
you know what I'm saying,
thinking.
stuff like
that. I think that's what they say. Like, even like I guess at the Met Gala, she wore Marilyn Monroe's original gown.
Yeah.
So like they just say like she takes a lot, but I just think she's a genius at staying ahead and just keeping herself relevant. Does it mean she does it right all the time? No. And I'm gonna make sure I have clean answers. So
I got you. we ain't trying to dirty you up. Well, listen. The thoughts and ideas
you heard what she said.
She was on that show talking shit.
They gonna clip everything, and you know how they take shit out of context.
Exactly.
Back to our original point.
Took a 3-second clip.
But it's fine. It's conversation, and I'm a conversationalist. So.
Yeah, I love it. So back to what we were saying as far as we got far off. We didn't went into Mars from planet Earth. So
that's
Tank.
Wait, what were we talking about?
Yeah, so we were
Tank.
talking about Tank and his comments as far as why the music is not promoted as much when it's a certain type of topic versus we always talking about toxic shit.
I mean, because if you think about it, that's the only thing that's like, even people that are quote unquote R&B artists, they're not even talking about love.
That's what I'm.
It's
Tank's newest song.
I mean,
you heard Tank's newest song?
I did on the radio, but I can't recall.
I haven't heard
now,
it.
When I heard it, it was a great song.
Yeah, it's a great song, but if you listen to it, it's just like we're gonna have sex. It ain't no.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it's all about. It's not.
But that's because what's selling, and it doesn't mean that can't change. Even for me with my project, the songs that they like, it doesn't feel like I don't talk about drinking and smoking, and I make songs about love and making love and stuff like that. But I just think people don't know what they want. You have to give them something to want, and it's like, oh, I miss that feeling. So I feel like that's why I brought up Silk Sonic and also Lucky Day, and it's a lot of people out there that are kind of making their way out to show people that there's another sound out there. I just think black people, as of right now, we're
lost.
We're pushing that narrative a lot about the drinking, the club, and the clothes, and he gotta buy me a Birkin. Like,
oh Lord,
we're pushing that narrative. It's you know what I mean. And I don't want to push that in my music. It's okay to have some of that, but
all the time,
Yeah,
it has to be balanced. Yeah. So I just think we don't know. I just think overall, people say this, and then you get in the rooms, and the same people who say that they want to change music be still helping push the same narrative that's out.
Because it's about
even
money.
and it's not even just that. It's the same narrative when it comes to like the type of women that are easily pushed in the industries. Like it's a very type of thing, and it's like
I know exactly what
the
you're
very
saying.
people who say that they are against this and they like originality and they like people who are real authentic artists be the same people pushing the same narratives that we are complaining about. So I just be like, until we really try to change some things, we having conversations about it, but I want to see variety like I did when I was coming up. We had Brandy, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey. So it was just different. Like there was a place for every black girl. For me personally,
it was a
wide variety of different type of artists. Now everybody looks the same.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Have you ever noticed that, like, if you're a female artist, y'all like they all have the same body type?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, and it's just like I just be thinking about that sometimes. Like when I just. You sit back, you just watch YouTube, and you just seeing, everybody had that when you sitting down watching YouTube and you letting videos play. And I was like, you ever notice that all the women that are in the industry have some type of work done on their body?
But J-Mo, I'm gonna interject and tell you that actually has been going on since the 80s. There was an artist that did a song. It was a house music song.
Mm-hmm.
Big heavy set lady, right? She was on the. You know what I'm talking about? I can't remember her name exactly, but it was like on everybody. She was doing the vocals.
What is that song?
Yeah.
And
I know,
the everybody. I mean the record label wasn't trying to have her on the actual music video.
Everybody dance
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was a heavy set lady, but because they was like the image, they had like a model actually lip syncing.
Yeah.
It wasn't her. So that's been going on since the 80s on now, but now it's more drilled down to like big butt, small waist.
So can you say that about J-Lo?
What you mean? Like J-Lo?
I mean, she's an entertainer, but like if you think about it, a lot of songs that them not her songs. And I think
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
I mean, I can't really.
I mean, hey, because you think about it, that song that she's on with Ja Rule, you know who that is?
Who is
singing? Ashanti. You know who wrote that song?
Really?
Ashanti.
Why have I never? What?
Yeah, she actually, and then her and Mariah Carey actually had a little beef going on because she was stealing songs from Mariah Carey too.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's the record label overall.
Well, that was coming with Mottola. He was trying to destroy Mariah.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying though, like if J-Lo didn't, you know what I'm saying, that's what I'm basically trying to get at. I mean, she's a dope entertainer, but like when it came to music,
also doing the same thing, like trying to stay ahead, trying to get in the industry, and trying to make a name. And not that she did it the right way every time. I don't know the facts on the situation either. But if that is the case, where it's like she really was taking songs and she knew that that's what was happening, because it was nameless people, Toni Braxton,
Damn.
Shanti,
but I think at some point in time you gotta know though.
That's what I'm saying. So if it was intentional and she knew that she was doing that, then I personally cannot rock with that. But I can understand like wanting to take opportunities that come to you. I can understand that.
Yeah, I
can't understand
that.
taking art from somebody else.
Yeah, I mean it's different. Like we sat
down
and we wrote this.
Because I'm a writer and I don't play. Like I always say, like I really don't play about that. Like my art is my art, and
I got another thing for that one too.
It get deep.
So what about the yours, mine, ours?
That's my girl.
They say she steals a lot. They said she
Priscilla?
actually she stole that song too.
Priscilla. Well, first of all, I love Priscilla Renee. I've been a fan of her since she started on YouTube with just her acoustic guitar and penning her songs. She changed her name to Money Long. I feel like it's been maybe 2 years now that she
I have
did that.
no idea who you guys are talking about.
You know the song, bro.
Yours, mine, ours.
Oh, that song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like she actually she took that from another YouTube artist.
See, I don't know.
And then like I remember one night like.
Where's the receipts? I need to know.
Oh, we'll pull it up.
Whose was first? Because I don't know this.
No, like if you can actually tell like the difference, like of like how she took it. But then they were also saying like that's not the first time. Like she's known for doing that.
Well, she made it hot.
But you gonna take somebody else's song?
They weren't doing
that's
that.
That's not okay.
You said not. So that's just like you writing something, right? And I hear it, and I'm like, okay, I'm bigger than you.
But do we know? It wasn't just influence. Well,
that's what I'm saying.
But no, I mean,
was it an exact?
Bro, come on.
Bit? No, don't pull it up. Wait till
I'm gonna show you. I mean, but like it's like okay, the original one. It's like all right. So put it like this. Remember when Drake was they were saying basically you can hear hers and like it's the same beat, the same melody, the kind of even the same whatever. It's just it seemed like maybe she took it as a reference track maybe. Like, it's not saying like she gave it to her as a reference track. Maybe she heard it. So
somebody else wrote that for Priscilla?
No, she didn't write it. It was her song. And maybe she heard it. Yeah. And kind of was like, okay, I hear this. I'm going to add these words here. You know what I'm saying? Type thing. Like if you ever heard like the reference tracks from Drake that Quentin Miller did. Same words, but like when Quentin Miller was doing it, it was like, it sounded kind of dry. And then when Drake got in the booth, he switched, same flow, same cadence. But he might have switched, a couple of lines, or
was that the situation? And we don't know.
No. That wasn't the situation. But no, I'm just saying.
Because that's normal. Like
yeah. No, I was saying.
Songs I've written, I'll reference it, and I expect the artist to go in there and re-record it,
and make it your own.
But if she literally took it, she saw a girl on YouTube singing a song and decided, oh, I'm gonna make this even better, and not.
Yeah, that's what
them.
I was saying. Maybe it's like
if that is the case, that's never okay. You know what I mean?
Is it
ever?
Here's
no matter who it is.
Here's my juxtaposition. Is it line for line, or is it just okay? I took something out of here, or I took the melody, or is it line for line?
It's not line for line, but my thing is this: if I come up with something like, and you take my cadence, the way I flow on it, and it's mine, and we didn't have no conversation about this. Yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah, that's
stealing. That's stealing.
Yeah,
it's like you come out with a song, right? And I'm a bigger artist, and I just might hear it, and I'm like, all right, I'm about to take the same beat, the same cadence that you.
To me, that's just like.
So you're still thinking of it as okay. There's a difference in being influenced by somebody and being able to recreate it. That can be okay because everybody does that. But I did that even with some of my songs, but no, like to like literally take it line for line, melody for melody, and not credit somebody who is smaller than you. That is stealing.
That's stealing.
That's what I'm saying. The line for line. The line for line part. That's what's most important. I don't care about everything. If it's line for line and then the melody on top of it, then okay.
I mean, I can get that.
You got a case.
Yeah, but it's still at the same time. If I steal your melody, I really didn't create anything. Mm-hmm. You know, at this point, I stole the beat and the melody from you.
So the beat is the same.
Yeah, the beat is the exact same.
Yikes.
Yeah, then we got a case there. But let's move on to greener. Let's move on to greener pastures. All right, so next thing, we got a versus coming up. I thought versus was like done for a minute, but
I did too.
Yeah, but it's still going. And this was like out of nowhere. Mario versus Omarion.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I'm out of
Who
this
I got?
Who you got? I want to know.
We're just going on their
discography,
like just
and everything counts. Anything they've been on. So B2K is in that Omarion category.
Oh, that's not fair. For
no,
me.
That's how it's been. You know
but
how
I mean,
the
if you think about it,
that's how the verse has been.
Really?
Yeah, they play their features.
They play their features, or if they were in a group.
If that's the case, I mean, Omarion has it.
Exactly, but we're just talking about their solo project, their solo discography. I gotta go Mario.
I'm gonna be
Baby, you should let me love
that song. Okay.
Say I'm just a friend.
That one.
Braid my hair.
Okay.
You know, and then Mario, of course, we have that one and Icebox.
Touch.
What's the record he did with Janae? Gotta eat the booty like groceries.
Okay, yeah.
I still gotta. We're talking about I'm not talking about them as performers.
Yeah, we just talking about hits.
If I'm talking about the record, what touch for me is definitely the Mario. It just was more heartfelt. His catalog of work was more like in-depth R&B. I think Omarion's was a little bit more on the pop R&B side, very dancey. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's just my preference. I would have went with the Mario on that side. Now we were going Omarion with the B2K. Come on.
Yeah, he got him.
I used to love you. Come on, man.
But you know that's what's going to happen in verses, though.
It's going to play bump, 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 and that shit over with.
That's it.
That's
the first album, that's
what
it.
A girl wants, what a girl
or he could get into his. What did they start doing on verses?
Yeah.
They started playing the songs they wrote, too.
Okay.
What verse was that when they was playing? I think it was Teddy Riley and Babyface. They was playing songs.
Well, those are dope writers.
Yeah.
Those are not they, bruh.
Dang, I missed that one though.
You missed that one? Yeah, it's still on YouTube. Yeah.
Who was it?
Teddy Riley.
Yeah, Teddy Riley and Babyface. They had to do it twice because the audio was messed up on the first one.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it was good.
Babyface and
Babyface.
Teddy Riley.
Yeah, I forgot when he went down the bag. I'm gonna tell you the best verses to me, R&B wise, Brandy and Monica. That was
shout out Brandy and Monica.
Yeah, give them a horn because I love that verses.
Yeah. I actually went to a versus party for that one for her fan club, Monica's. So they and I grew up on both of them. But
we all did.
I did, but I always liked it, Monica.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Okay. I love them both. So
I like both. Yeah. I can't really pick and choose. It's like.
Yeah, Brandy was for sure talented. I just liked it, Monica.
Brandy is. I feel like naturally, I'm heavily influenced by the way that the way that they produce her vocals and stuff like that. It's all in my music. I can't help it.
Yeah.
Monica though, I'm from the South. She's from the South, so I always had a closer connection. And even I feel like she had more mainstream hits to
who? Brandy?
Monica.
Oh,
if you really, she had. Am I saying mainstream? Am I saying the right word? I just know she had like Angel of Mine commercial.
Yeah.
Angel of Mine. For You I Will. She had more commercial records that kind of could be inspirational. It could go there. Brandy, I love Brandy as a child because she had the dolls. Like I can't even compare them.
Yeah.
I just can't even choose.
compare.
I can never choose them.
But Brandy did lay down a song I didn't even know. I forgot all about that. Not the Angel of what's the song?
Was it from her? I know all of her songs. So was it which album?
It was produced by Dark Child. It was
Monica or Brandy?
Brandy, and it was like Angel in the Sky. Dog.
Angel in the Sky.
That song.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
That song was so hard when I heard it, and I heard it again. I was like, bro, where did this song come from? I forgot all about this joint.
My favorite Brandy song is Full Moon.
Y'all better come on, guys.
What?
I really like that song.
Yes.
And the crazy thing was, it was on the NBA Live video game.
I don't get to hear guys talk about Brandy and Monica. So this is great.
Come on, man.
I'm a real R&B
Y'all
head.
respect the R&B.
R&B.
It ain't even about what gender. It's like no, they do great music.
Yeah. See, we need to bring groups back like Jagged Edge and 112.
Shout out to the Bros.
Yes.
Shout out.
Like Jagged Edge, like that's like one of my favorite R&B groups.
Yeah, me too. And not only because I'm from the South, but
yeah,
Jagged Edge.
I
kind of was around them a bit as growing up. So.
You was around them?
Yeah.
Do tell.
Well, it's nothing like crazy. My cousin AJ Jewel, him and my uncle, man, they were cousin, man. They were involved with them heavily when they were doing like Promise. I think they were using my cousin's car for that video. So I was able to be around some of them sometimes. Not often, but enough to remember, being around them. And working with DJ Fahrenheit, who I did love Don't Live Here Anymore record with. He was DJing for them for a while, and I got to go to some of their shows and stuff like that. So if I was to ever recreate, I always say I love male R&B, New Edition, Jagged Edge, 112. As a female, I would love to just recreate their music. Like they made some great hits. Did they do a versus?
Yeah, they did a versus.
Yeah.
They did do
112.
They were like one of the first.
It was Jagged Edge and 112, and come on, man.
And even 112. Shout out
I like
to Q
112
Parker.
too.
I work with Q Parker.
Yeah, 112 got some hits, man.
Yeah, but Jagged Edge got them goddamn.
Yeah, they got them bangers.
Yeah,
that's that marriage music right there, man.
You know, I like that. I Gotta Be.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's my shit.
I got
112 though,
Good
like
Luck
they
Charm.
They had that peaches and
cream,
They had that
Cupid.
Like, come on, man, you can't even.
What's the song?
It was solid R&B back then. Like
What's the name of the song? It's Thinking of You.
Which one?
Oh,
that's
yeah.
112.
Thinking
That-
of you.
Yeah.
I haven't met I've seen what's his name?
Slim.
I'm sorry, Slim. I'm sorry. I've seen him so many times in public, but I never gotten a chance to formally meet him. But I know several people who actually work with Slim.
Okay.
And Q Parker, who was also a part of 112. He's a part of 112. I've done some stuff with his he does like this camp for the summer for kids.
Okay.
And it's like you teach them songwriting, you teach them production, you teach them
we need more
all
of
kind
that.
of stuff. And I got to help. I got to mentor some of his kids at the camp. So shout out to Q Parker. He is doing some great things in the community.
Shout out
I
Q.
know he's kind of paused doing it after COVID happened, but I think this summer he said he's gonna be doing that again. So y'all look into that if y'all want y'all kids to go to a nice summer camp. Oh, it's summer now.
Yeah.
So maybe it's happening now. I need to hit him up and see. But I know he told me that last year that they were going to be kicking it back in gear. So shout out to ATL. I'm
about to say, you just made me realize Atlanta had R&B on lock early.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. Like those are Atlanta
good
natives.
Lord. Yeah.
Like you think about it, when Babyface and L.A. Reid came down here.
Yeah, that's
LaFace?
why.
Yeah.
Yep.
TLC.
I was just about to say that. TLC.
Pebbles is
Shout
the one
out
that broke
Jermaine
them.
Dupri, too.
Yeah, Jermaine Dupri was breaking them early down
And
here.
he was all about the music. He didn't. He how we were talking about aesthetic and how they choose people off of that now. Like no, he was truly about like, okay, these girls are raw. Like how he went to bat for Escape. Like they did them dirty a lot of times in the industry, but they were extremely talented and just shout out to people who really go out for that talent, who focus on the talent first. Like we were missing that. We need it, y'all. We need it.
Because Lil Jon was with Jermaine Dupri before he really was. He was part of the what's it called? The I can't think of something All Star. I can't think of the name of it right now.
You just made me lose my train. I was thinking about something too. I was like, oh man, what was I about to ask you? Good Lord. It was pertaining to the look of R&B now and how it is, but
you gotta have a BBL to be an R&B artist now.
And one thing I don't ever want to do, because it's easy as a woman for people to start to think that you're hating or anything. I'd be like, look, by the grace of God, I was born with the figure, so I didn't have to, by the grace of God, go those ways. Like, you still have to maintain things. So I'm no hater in any way. But I truly, really respect the art of music. So I never, I said I'll never use my body to get ahead. I'll never do that. I always want people to respect what I bring first. Yeah. But I do think it is kind of becoming oversaturated when I personally, when I see it myself. Like, dang, like the very people who say that they want to go to bat for real artists, y'all still pushing this narrative and the choices that you make and the people you choose to push. I just don't get it. It's like a quick dollar, and the industry, from my understanding, I maybe shouldn't say that, but a lot of the choices that are made when that's happening is because they don't want you to be able to distinguish. So somebody else, if they need to fire somebody tomorrow, they can plug a new person back in, like that's why everything sounds the same as well, because artists back in the day had too much pull. You couldn't, if Whitney Houston said she wasn't singing another song for Clive, like he would be in deep shit because she has such an authentic place in the industry. Whereas now, if it's 50 Whitneys,
it's like,
okay, you don't want to do that? All right, let's pull in the next identical Whitney, and boom.
And the music just gonna sound the same.
You're saying it's like a McDonald's almost. Because even now with YouTube,
if you listen to the music,
like YouTube is like Queen Naja is one of the YouTube products. I love her music.
Yeah,
it's just
shout out Queen Naja.
Yeah, I like her music.
I love her music. It's just she made her career from YouTube. Like it started on YouTube and now it just blew up and now her music is everywhere. So with that being said, back in the old days, you had to get a record label behind you. You had to have, not saying they don't have talent now, but you had to have like astronomical talent where it's just like we can't avoid this. Like Whitney had a big voice. Like who else had a big voice? Sade or whoever else, just huge voices.
That's pretty much what I'm saying. Like it took a lot more back in the day. It wasn't just because there's so many ways you can manipulate vocals now. So you had to be able to really sing, and that meant without tune. That meant in the studio and on the stage, acapella, winded. You had to go through a lot more back in the day to make it. Now it's just technology has advanced so many ways. Like I was in the studio the other day, and I was hearing about a specific artist that I'm not gonna say on camera. I'll tell y'all off camera. And I was like, dang, like that's how they do their live show, like to where people aren't even really singing live, even when you think they are, because there's so many ways to manipulate the vocals even live, you know. So
even when people sing the national anthem, that might not even be live.
No, except for Fergie. Fergie was live.
Somebody should have snatched the mic.
But even for me, like I know that I can sing, but even in the studio, it's just a certain way that for it to be considered polished, you have to kind of have your vocals sitting. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
I love the gems you're dropping, Callie.
I
love this. Give her an air horn. Jesus, I didn't know this. Give this girl an air horn. Good Lord.
I love something.
You know what I'm saying? I love something.
Being real.
Okay.
Being real about that.
But to touch on that YouTube thing though, like the internet has made it, possible for people that do have talent to, get their music out there without necessarily having a big major record label behind them or anything like that, because LMA was one of the people that made it off of YouTube singing covers, and it took DJ Mustard to see her.
Yep. I agree with that. I definitely feel like it made it a lot easier, but then I feel like it made it saturated as well.
I mean, Jacqueese was one of the guys like that too.
Yeah, you kind of have to fight through it.
When you get artists too, like say a Jill Scott, do you feel like Jill Scott could have been bigger if she had that image? is like
Jill Scott pretty big, but I get what you're saying though.
Yeah, but you think it would have been to the next level because even with Jill Scott having such a great voice, great albums, it seemed almost like they didn't really push her out like that, but the music got pushed out by itself. It was so great.
Yeah, like, first of all, I talk about every time I go to open mic night, Jill. Let me let you know this, Jill, on the mic. Every time I go to open mic night, you better know that they singing The Way. It don't matter what. Go to open mic night. Go this week, next week. And you're going to laugh. Not laugh because it's a great song, but people go up for that song because Jill, she just creates music to where like you can manipulate it so much and make it your own, and it's just she's so amazing, especially like her live music and stuff. But I don't know, like I feel there's a place for every artist if you're great. Yeah. If you're truly great, it doesn't matter what you fully look like. Like even with her, the way that they marketed her and weren't even showing her, you know, her face and stuff like that before she came out. And she's a beautiful girl still, but they wanted to make sure it was about the music. So, I don't know. I feel like if you're a great artist, there's a place for you. I don't.
Yeah. You know why I knew they weren't trying to market her at first? That song she had with the Roots, or Erykah Badu actually had the song did the vocals on the song.
Oh, what song?
It was. If you baby, don't worry, I got you. I sound horrible.
Okay.
If you don't worry.
Jill Scott did the vocals first.
Oh wow.
She actually wrote that. Yeah. And then they put Erykah Badu on it.
Baby, don't worry, you know
really?
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It could be a possibility. I'm not negating that at all. Like I even think about Kelly Price.
She was another one.
She got a
great voice.
Great voice.
Yeah. Amazing voice, and not only voice, she penned a lot. She was penning a lot of records, and then they told her, I think it was who was the guy, Mr. Biggs, not Mr. Biggs, but
Ron
Isley.
Yeah.
I think she was saying that he told her, like, you know, or was it him? Whoever it was, him or someone on her team was telling her, like, the same way that you're penning records for everybody else, we need you to do the same for yourself. And, you know, she kind of was nervous to put herself out there like that because of how she, you know, her weight. And he told her there are more people.
Isley, man.
I think it was him who told her that, but he told her, you know, there are more women that look like you than don't. So basically saying, like, there's a voice for you. You know, that's why I feel like there's truly a place for everybody. I feel like the audience, how do I put it? You know how TikTok is such a big thing now because it's like your everyday person putting up stuff because it reminds people of themselves. So it's kind of like the audience is now
they feel like they're
celebrity or you. Yeah. So that's where I know we are right now. Yeah. In the industry, because take a Summer Walker. If you listen to like the context of her music, it's a lot of women who go through the same thing. So she's like their mirror. She's their voice. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's a place for everybody. It's just how you do it.
A lot of the younger generation can relate to Summer Walker because even her first album was like incredible. Fire. But you can hear a lot of the millennial relatability in her music, as just talking about, you know, dealing with guys and, you know, dealing with insecurities. And
I feel like even older women can probably, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, SZA had a great album too.
We still waiting on her to drop a note.
I think she coming though, y'all.
I don't know, man. She been teasing us too long, man. I'm like, man.
I still listen to Good
that pressure. I'm telling you that pressure for that second album, especially when she had such an amazing well, it wasn't her first album, but you know that like first project,
commercial.
Yeah, like that pressure, that sophomore album, man. That's the one.
Especially when your first one is like that shit.
Control was. I listened to Control, bro. I listened to that. I was like, bro, this is hard. Like,
yeah, she went crazy, and I respect SZA. Shout out SZA. So I feel like it's a place for all artists if you're truly authentic too. You just got to find your audience. That's the hard part.
It is.
Yeah.
And finding the people that's going to support that. Because that's even for me, you know, finding the right people to hear the music too. Finding your audience. That's the main thing.
And the crazy thing is sometimes you'll find your audience on the other side of the globe.
That's where the whole TikTok thing comes in. You reach different crowds, and Instagram, you consistently doing it. I mean, TikTok seems like now it's no, I mean, but now it's the wave. It's like
and
in order for you to break, if you get that one song that breaks on TikTok, You out of there,
bro. They be coming up with songs I ain't never heard.
I know that
Matter of
TikTok
fact,
conversation.
You don't like it's a little.
No, it's just that I can argue for me. Like I don't want to ever not do the type of music I want to do, or I wouldn't say. What is another word for dumb down?
Water down.
Catch the wave.
Kind of water down, or whatever, or do whatever. Catch the wave of what's going on, so that I can have my songs to trend. If it naturally happens, God willing, I'm happy with that. But I don't want to be in the studio trying to create a TikTok song. It needs to just naturally be like, oh dang, I didn't expect them to pull that line, like you know. But to literally sit in the studio and try to craft a song that you feel like it's going to go viral on TikTok. Yeah, I don't want to be that artist.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times I don't think they're trying to do that because
there they are.
Well, no. Well, I'm saying like, cause some of these songs you'd be like,
Blast wasn't Blast. The guy who
Doja. I don't know how her stuff always go viral, but she just naturally
because
Doja got
Doja.
She works for TikTok. Like she's
baby,
like
I need to know.
I was
on the Doja wave. Let me tell you something.
Like that's my girl.
I was on the Doja wave early when she dropped that bitch I'm a cow, and I was like, I don't know who is this. So I started looking at her songs.
I was telling people, I said, listen to the lyrics. She
they
actually snapping on that motherfucker.
On her right when that gap was happening. Who was that? Megan, and it was some other girls. Megan, Cardi, like. You know, when all the girls was coming, and it was people in the corner like, y'all finna get snuck the fuck up on, because Doja coming. And y'all, y'all need to pay attention, because this the one y'all need to be watching. Y'all worried about the wrong people
talent,
right now.
She the industry sweetheart right now, man.
She is
Kiss Me More.
A phenomenal writer, songwriter, producer.
You ever seen her lives?
And that's what I was about to say. Yeah. She's impeccable live. Like, she is a natural talent. Like, she has stage presence out of this world. So...
We waiting on her to come back.
Shout out Doja. Like,
she ain't going nowhere.
I'm waiting on her to come back to Atlanta.
She's the one. Oh, okay. I'm about to say she's
that's the show that like we was actually trying to go to. She was gonna be like they was gonna do a Christmas jam, but she ended up getting COVID, so she pulled out of it. So
yeah, they be giving her a hard time.
Like I told people, I was like, I'm only going to see Doja, and I'm gone after that.
Yeah, I like Doja Cat. I do.
You like?
I truly do.
Bro, what?
Regardless, I've been a Doja fan, but let's move on forward anyway, guys. We're going to still stick with the versus topic. This one has not been put into fruition yet, but we're trying to. I don't know if you guys know where I'm going with this.
And I'm about to tell you.
Chris Breezy.
He's not standing
versus,
a chance.
Hold on. Stop, Josh.
I'm being honest with you.
What you think? You out of Chris Breezy versus Usher. I need to hear your take.
He's not standing a chance to Usher.
I need to hear her take.
That's tough.
How is that tough? Like, just think
We're
about
talking about hits.
We're talking about hits, but that's what I'm saying. But they got hits, but Usher hits are fucking haymakers.
I put it like this: if it was up to me, my personal preference, because I grew up on Usher, I would pick Usher.
Like, but come on, it's 7 o'clock on the dot,
and I look at catalog. Chris Brown can compete with Usher.
Chris Brown can't compete.
He got a lot of songs, but I'm just saying,
like, versus.
Come on. Like,
that's not happening?
What?
I would love to see that.
I mean,
but my thing is this, though. Usher, Chris Brown has hits, but, like, Usher hits are on another level, though. That's what I'm saying. Like,
dog, if
we Confession,
but listen,
like, come on, like, what is Chris?
Really feel
like when he played Confessions, what is Usher going? I mean, what is Chris Brown going to follow up?
If you drill, because Chris Brown got volume over quality.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, you have to drill down what Chris Brown's just undoubtable hits are. He got a lot of value
and features. He done
features.
I get that, but
on a lot of high records.
Nice and Slow.
No,
when you ask somebody, it's 7 o'clock on the dot.
I'm in my drop top. Okay, cruising the streets. Like, that's facts.
Let burn.
He's right.
Like, come on. Like,
I personally would choose Usher, but I know that
you remind me of.
It depends on like when you grew up and what you was listening to, because Chris Brown came out, I think. He was like 13, so it's like it's a lot of kids.
I mean, Usher came out when he was about that age too.
But Usher stopped dropping now, and versus current is happening now. So people gonna be looking at what you doing now, what's happening with you now. I mean, they kind of don't.
No, I'm gonna tell you though how versus is set up. Your old joints, as long as they were bangers,
That's what
they
I'm
still
saying.
be relevant. So
Bro,
yeah, it's still gonna be relevant. I'm saying what the people gonna say. The people gonna be like,
I hate.
I think
What I hate is how the crowd is. Like they be having verses in front of these young crowds. So like the 8 Ball and MJG versus UGK versus. I was like, man, these kids are like 22, 23. They don't know anything about a freaking a UGK or 8 Ball MJG Space Age Pimpin'. They don't know anything about that. That was like in 97, 96.
Yeah.
What?
I grew up to both of them. Like that was really like the soundtrack of like me growing up.
So it was
Usher got a lot more context. Like it was just the way that they marketed Usher. His project went like with Confessions. Like they marketed that to go viral like crazy the way it did by like pushing the whole Chili and him narrative. You know, saying that he was cheating on her. You know, it worked, but it's like
wait, that was made up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we talk
about
one?
No, they really dated, but that was from my understanding, that was truly JD's story.
JD wrote that song, Confession.
That was his real story.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what were you saying?
I was gonna talk about something. I was gonna get a little messy, but
I was about to say,
going for it. Yeah.
Even Usher got some up-to-date hits. I mean, like Daddy's Home. That's a
Daddy's Home. Yeah, that was not even super.
Climax.
What's the one he just
like? I don't know.
I went to go see Usher in Vegas, and let me tell you, that live show is different.
Yeah.
That live show is different.
I love Usher.
Well, I'm going to see Chris Brown in August, so
I love Usher.
We're gonna.
Yeah. I was going to say.
I've been to a Chris Brown concert before.
How was the Chris Brown concert?
It was good.
No, Usher surprised me at the Vegas show because this dude can still do everything like he's 24. Yeah. At like 45, I was like, this dude was skating.
Oh yeah, he still be skating. He was just at Sparkles.
Yeah, this dude is
I remember he used to have the shirt off all the time. My uncle used to be like, he must ain't got no money. He must broke. He ain't never got no shirt. I'm like, you just hating.
Man.
Yeah, man. I'm not hating on Chris Brown because Chris Brown is my guy.
Nah, Chris Brown.
But I'm just saying, Usher just like them.
I know what you mean.
Like them hits are just like, you know what I'm saying?
A classic or a hit or a bop. Because I always say, y'all know there's a classic record, there's a hit record, and there's a bop.
Yeah.
We're in the phase now where
everything's just a bop. Yeah.
Oh, TikTok. Oh, that's a bop. It's a bop. It's a bop. But
because you're gonna forget about it in like a year.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Probably 3 weeks.
A hit is like, okay, that was a hit, but did it stick?
Yeah.
I like that. It was a hit, but did it stick?
Didn't
I was gonna
stick.
use that. A hit, but did it stick? That makes it a classic. So.
But that's what I'm saying.
Usher
like
got some
classics. Like
what is only time tells with that.
What's a classic Chris Brown record, in your opinion?
Run it.
Okay.
Hell no.
I say Yo is a classic Chris Brown record. Excuse me, miss. That's a classic Chris Brown record.
Dang. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
excuse me, miss. Okay.
That's a classic Chris Brown record.
You what about what you see? That's a classic.
No, that's not a classic.
Bro, that's still go.
Fine China.
Nah.
No.
But see, that's what I'm saying. He has a lot of hits, but like classics, like.
But time tells with that. How many years is he behind Usher?
He's like 10 or 15.
Like a decade or.
Yeah, but I mean.
No, if that means if he came out in 05, it's 2022. Yeah, there should be records still sticking right now.
That's what I'm saying.
He has.
And like Usher.
Because I still play Usher albums.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's the
replayability of his music. Of Usher's music. So I can still go back and listen to 7 o'clock. I can go back and listen to Confessions. I can listen to all that.
Oh, what about You Made Me Wanna Leave?
I can listen to that too.
That's a classic. Like, come on.
So you're saying
like
Chris Brown. Okay, you got a point. You got a point. I can't think of any Chris Brown songs right now off the top of the dome, and I'm like,
all right, another Chris Brown classic record would be
classic. I'm just
Take You Down. That's a classic.
That's okay.
Well, these weren't released.
Like these are
singles or anything.
What's that?
What I was saying, With the Bed.
With the Bed, okay.
But it wasn't released.
I just feel like Chris Brown is in the era of like the Pretty Ricky like pop era, like where
like
it
Chris
was
Brown,
just
bad boy.
Yeah. But he still has hits though. I can't. The guy
hits.
comes up with hits, but classics.
You know, one of my favorite Chris Brown songs is Privacy. I need your body in ways.
Okay.
I like that song too.
You don't
but dang, that's a real good way to put it, y'all.
That's why I was like, you can't put Chris. I mean, you like I get y'all. I get it. Like Chris Brown and Usher are, you know, if you think about it, they kind of are the same type of artists, but them classic hits.
Yeah.
Chris Brown has a lot of hits, but Usher has classics.
Chris Brown will release 50 songs on the album. He gonna get something gonna hit. Okay?
And I listened to that whole album.
I'm gonna pay for that. I'm telling you.
Me too. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
So what about Beyonce? Who y'all think could go against Beyonce?
Nobody.
Sheesh, I don't even know.
And then you have to pull somebody out the wood. I mean, you have to pull somebody from back in the day to compete with her. Like nobody
because Beyonce got such a deep catalog. Plus on top of the Destiny's
Child
so
it's
stuff,
like who you gonna put up against her?
It's just like
I
can think of
who can you think of?
Rihanna maybe?
Hell no.
No?
Hell no.
Okay.
She wish.
It would have to be somebody that's.
It had to be like somebody like
Michael, but nah, I can't even do that
because nobody can't even go up against Mike.
Nah, exactly.
I don't think nobody can go against R. Kelly either.
Right. I had this conversation before about versus if R. Kelly
R. Kelly would.
You can't deny that man music.
Smoke.
We were talking about that last time.
You can say what you want. Look, the music, I can separate the music from the person. I do that with a lot of artists anyway.
Half on a baby.
I am just gonna go back to R. Kelly. If we had to cook out whatever, guess what? R. Kelly's coming.
Nigga,
on.
you can play it side. That's a classic.
Yeah.
You play that, everybody's
People
getting
be
it.
capping.
What records would you say of Beyonce's is her classics?
Dangerous in Love. No, what's the song with Jay-Z? Crazy in Love.
Yeah.
I perform it every week. We perform that.
I'm trying to think.
Even with Destiny's Child, I think
Bills.
Yeah, Bills. Say my name, say my name.
Say my name for
Hey,
sure.
I be playing that shit at work.
I love it.
They be laughing. I gotta be fucked up. I'm about to play some Destiny Child in this
that's
bitch.
facts though.
But no, I actually work better when I'm listening to R&B.
Okay.
I clean my house better.
Rap be having me all over the goddamn place.
I bet it do. Can't even focus.
What I'm saying, you play rap when you about to go out. You trying to get turned up. I play R&B when I'm just trying to clean up and just focus on something. Yeah.
That's good.
Old school R&B.
Y'all play R&B in the car?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You play Say My Name in the car?
Yes.
Wait. Hold on. Pause. Oh, with dudes?
No.
I'm about to say.
No,
so you gonna play with your
myself.
boys?
No, by myself.
Okay.
Wait, you not gonna?
With your boys? That's weird.
No,
because me and
I thought you were saying by myself.
No, because me and Jay Moon were on the way back and we were playing your song.
And I said, hey, bro, turn this shit off real quick.
And hey, bro, it's just us two. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm just want to listen to the song.
I'm crying.
No, I thought you were talking about
God,
by
y'all are
myself.
So funny.
Yeah, I do that shit.
Bro, yeah.
This is off topic. Do y'all eat ice cream cones?
No.
Wait, what's wrong with eating ice cream cone? I'm sorry, what?
I just don't eat ice cream cones.
I haven't had ice cream cone
I put my shit in a bowl.
But yeah, the bowl. I eat the ice cream bowl from Cold Stone, not the cone.
Eat no fucking cone.
Are you?
No, but you don't eat suckers or
No, I haven't. I
haven't had a sucker since I was
in high school somewhere, man.
Popsicles?
No, hell yeah. I eat
popsicles.
Speaking on popsicles, my son done ran through.
Hilarious.
Boy, my son ran through popsicles. Like, we gotta bribe him. If you go to bed, you take a nap. When you wake up, we give you a popsicle as soon as you wake up.
With my popsicle, bro. I just brought that up because guys, y'all are so funny. Like y'all,
I'm not
eating
no popsicle.
Cone, you can't suck a lollipop.
This is the thing.
You gotta break the steel.
What's killing me is we can't even eat glizzies. You can't even eat hot dogs. Man.
Oh, dog,
bro, you gotta.
No, that's insecure, bro. I'm eating a hot dog. Fuck with you.
Bro,
Stop looking at me while I'm eating the fucking hot dog.
Glizzy gobbler.
Why are you looking at me while I'm eating?
Bro, that was a TikTok trend. They catch dudes eating hot dogs like that nigga gay.
Right. It's like everything.
I'm like, damn, bro, I can't go to a cookout and eat a hot dog.
Stop looking at me.
Motherfucker gotta
dog,
go,
bro.
Hey, we gotta tell your girl, hey, slide me a hot dog up under my plate.
I went to the Hawks game and I was like, man, fuck that. I'm eating a hot dog.
I remember when
you break your banana.
I don't even eat bananas. But yeah, I do break
I ain't even gonna lie, I eat the whole banana. Like, I don't break that shit.
And he's a weirdo.
Just me and him, I'm eating the banana. Unless it's around a bunch.
Y'all are so funny. And even like one guy, he was like, he don't even blow. He's like, he doesn't, you know how you blow your food? He be like, real quick.
Oh.
Don't blow in my eye. Like, bro, I got something in my eye. You gonna blow my
No, I guess you like look gay. Like, you like you can't even blow your food. Man, y'all hilarious. Or you just like eat it hot because you don't want to blow it.
No, hey, you remember? I remember the first time going to the Falcons game, right?
Hilarious.
And my dad was like, "Yeah, man, they got them foot long hot dogs." I was like, "Nigga, I don't want no fucking foot long hot dog." And I thought he was playing. We got motherfuckers was having hot dogs.
For real? How you had to break it off?
I didn't eat it. I didn't want no hot dog.
That's crazy.
And I was like, it's gonna be one dumbass.
Bro, now if you doing it provocatively, of course it's gonna look like I'm on purpose. But just eat it regular.
That nigga gay.
Break it off like that. Viewers, do y'all eat ice cream cones? Do y'all eat? Cause y'all are hilarious. I always think that's funny.
Man,
I'm just not an ice cream cone type of guy. I want to have my shit in a bowl. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm not about to.
So if you go on a date,
I'm pretty sure you used to eat ice cream cone when he was little, but something made you be like, that shit.
No,
I ain't doing it.
Because I didn't even like I didn't even like the way the ice cream cone tastes.
Bro, what kind of ice cream cones were you getting? The cheap ones, the little ones that taste like styrofoam?
Even suckers though.
I mean, I did like blow pops.
So wait, you savage? You gonna eat the whole fucking blow pop? You ain't even gonna lick on it?
Chill, bro.
You ain't gonna.
Nah, cause I'm not an ice cream type of guy, and I don't eat candy for real.
Bro,
so.
You're bugging.
I'm not bugging.
But no, I knew what y'all responses was.
But no, like for real. Every time I ate ice cream, it was always in a bowl. Like,
So you ain't never went to the fair and just was like, all right, let me get an ice cream cone.
Right.
No.
Bro, you're lying.
I put that on my mama.
know you eating an ice cream cone, bro. I've seen you eat an ice cream cone, bro. I've seen you eat an ice cream cone, bro. I promise.
Win.
Bro.
Win. Pull it up, win.
I got witnesses, bro.
I'm crying.
I got proof.
We got the same friend group, bro. This man, he's so serious.
I'm dead ass serious.
Bro, he like,
oh, you know, ice cream cone. I'm a man.
No, this don't have nothing to do with that. It's like for real, like because I know like that shit gonna melt, and I don't like, you know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna eat my shit in the bowl. I can take my time and eat it.
I only eat.
And the crazy thing is, I only eat vanilla ice cream though. Yeah, that's the only ice cream I eat. If I eat ice cream, vanilla.
Your palate. What's wrong with you, fam?
I don't like sweets like
Try
that.
it,
I'm
man.
not a sweets guy.
I'm not a sweets guy either. But if I'm gonna get some
ice cream,
I'm lactose anyway, so I can't really mess with the ice cream.
I'm lactose and hard headed.
Oh
yeah, you and me, but what? I will.
Do be at home. I'll be at home.
Look. Ice cream. I'll wait till I'm away from everybody. And I'll be like, look. Coast is clear. Coast is clear. We gonna let
hate that. I hate that.
Man, what? No, I'm gonna tell you the worst thing. You go out and you forget that you lactose and you eat some cheese. You get a taco or something with that cheese.
How you forget?
5 minutes later, bloop, 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 you be feeling that joint. I'm sorry, guys. It's too much.
We all the way.
Yeah. That's how it was with Taco Bell today.
You still eat the iguana meat, nigga?
Shout out to Taco Bell. That shit good. Bro, Taco Bell didn't become good until I stopped working there.
Oh, it didn't become good?
No, it started to become good to me after I stopped working there. Like, I was eating it just because it was, like, free.
Oh, wow.
Like, it used to be to the point that it was like, what you about to eat? Shit, when I go to work, motherfucker.
Right,
that shit free.
Bro, that was like...
on the clock?
Man, what? I was,
y'all could just eat it?
No. Look, listen to me. Any job I ever had in my life, I do what the fuck I want to do.
You look like
he would, because I would slide up there. He'd give me a free bag of just like burritos and tacos. I'm like, bro, I appreciate it. He's like, man, fuck the manager here. I'm like, bro, what?
Let me get a number 6, 7, 8, 9, and
like
10.
It'd be crazy because it'd be like, yeah, I don't know. It'd be like they might say something. Yeah, we're no longer doing this anymore, and I'd be like, fuck, we ain't.
I am.
They'd be like, yeah, no employees can park right here no more.
Okay.
The next day, I'm right there, hopping out.
This nigga parked right in the handicap spot. Fuck y'all.
Go get that serious. Bro, it used to be to the point where I'd be like, hey, I'm about to go to the house right quick. I'll be back. Motherfuckers be like,
on the clock, still clock then.
I mean, I lost a few jobs doing that, but
Lord.
I'd be like, hey, man, I get off at, I'm supposed to leave at 6, but I'm leaving at 4. Take care of that for me.
Hell nah. They found out, I'm sure. No.
Man, what? I mean, I only got caught one time. But
that's because everybody up there was doing stuff. They can't nobody snitch if everybody.
Okay. Anyway, last topic for you guys. When we go off on a whole different tangent, we're gonna go into dating and all. Anyway, dating. That was the last topic. Dating in this recession. Because I don't know if you know, we're in a recession. But how are you approaching dating? And going back or circling back to your whole thing about Kevin Samuels and the whole dating thing, you know, how is the scene first and foremost? Fucked up. Is it that fucked up?
Nigga, we talked about this yesterday. It's fucked up.
Is it truly that fucked up?
I'm just truly disappointed in it. I don't understand what's wrong. I don't understand what's the problem. It's like we just don't know how to communicate with each other. We just fucked up. Like
the phones?
It's too much access.
Motherfuckers is listening to motherfuckers that don't know shit about nothing.
That's true.
Yeah,
and that's what's
too.
pissing me
off. You know what? The pandemic, it did breed like a lot of
relationship
YouTubers podcasts and stuff like that.
Good
and
Lord.
People, and everybody's listening for that advice. Even me, I had to realize that, like, when I started to first hear about Kevin Samuels and, you know, the things that he was saying, at first I was kind of shocked. Because we were oblivious, huh?
I wasn't shocked.
Women, that's why I hit so hard, because women.
And I was like,
we were completely oblivious to certain things. I know a lot, but just certain topics like the high value man conversation and the way he was rating the women, like, you know, I just think a lot of men, they just kind of look too